couple of weeks ago, I flew to London for a small vacation. I didn't have it planned, so on the very same night, and just one click, I booked my flight, found a hotel, hired a car. I even booked tickets for a musical. Once at the airport, I got notified by text the gate number. A machine scanned my passport and a machine identified my face. At that moment I paused and wondered, where's the people? Where's everyone? No one to book my flight on the phone, no one to book my hotel on the phone, no one to hire my car on the phone, no one to check me in. Just security, that was the only contact I had. By flying, I took a look at the one magazine, you know, one of those magazines you find a ninja way on all the planes, yeah? And I found this article. It's the future calling. That was fascinating. But is the future calling? The contradiction was perfectly demonstrated because what the company was trying to say was that in 20 years they had replaced phone calls with facial recognition. So nobody's going to call you, and you're probably not going to answer. And that probably is any ask any company could be making nowadays. The thing is, we want to share, we want to be connected, we want to learn from others, we want to get inspired, we want to live more comfortably. And thousands of students in classrooms all over the world are being sentenced to failure if we just prepare them for routine, impersonal tasks that in an open, multiple, interactive society are definitely going to disappear. Hello, everybody. After this struggling beginning that I wanted to say, bon dia des de Catalunya. I'm teacher, educator from Badruna, Catalunya Educació. And during the course of this presentation, I'm going to show you in a few slides and in a few minutes how technology can help us embrace 21st century learning. I'm going and try in a few minutes to convince you that Chromebooks, that technology is just the means, it's not the end, because the end is the better, the improvement of the students and the improvement of our society. I'm really happy today to be able to do this, and I'm happy to have with me two educators, two teachers, struggling also not to sentence their students to failure. We have Pere Gendrau from Badruna, Catalunya also, and Alex Trepat from Badruna, Catalunya. Hello, Pere.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's up to you. I am Pere, moderator for this session. Thanks, Montse, for this wonderful introduction to the presentation. I'm going to be here to help with the development of the session. And Montse, we also have with us Alex Trepat, also from Badruna Catalunya Educació, and Google Certified Education 1 and 2. Hello, Alex.
Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Hello, so Alex, thank you very much. Thank you very much also to you, Pere. So let's begin. And before we begin, we'd like to share with you who we are and where we come from. And to do this, let me share the presentation we have for you today. We are broadcasting from Catalonia in the southeast of Europe. We are today representing all the members of a pioneering institution that deploys Chromebooks. Our community is made up by more than 1,500 teachers, and thousands of Chromebooks have been introduced to help educators in the fascinating process of both teaching and learning. Thousands of Chromebooks to empower students and help them learning go beyond classrooms. We are encouraging them with the process that began in the year 2013 and that has progressed tremendously up to now using G Suite as a tool, as a possibility to learn and go beyond the classroom, from children to teenagers.
Now, the question is, why Chromebooks? What can Chromebooks provide for students today?
Oh, Pere, very good question, but very simple. Chromebooks fit in the new era of change. Chromebooks help build up new scenarios, and Chromebooks lend a hand to develop skills for new opportunities. So that's definitely what we are going to do today. Yeah, show you how, sorry, I think, we just wanted to show how Chromebooks are going to show in the development of everything, yeah? So I was saying that the world has been dramatically changing, yeah? We live different than we used to. We have different cars, we have different mobile devices, yeah? And we have different tools that are providing us with different skills, new opportunities for everybody, new skills that the students need to be successful at in the future workplace. So don't forget, skills do matter. We want to show you how Chromebooks and how G Suite can be integrated into classroom life and fostering the skills for the future, starting from children to teenagers, cross-curricular and beyond classrooms. And we are going to show you in just 3 points. We are going to talk about skills. We are going to talk about how to deploy it. And we are going to talk about the results and about the students. So there we go. Okay, we're just saying, I'm just talking about it. Yeah, we were saying that students have to foster new skills in order to be able to get into society. Yeah, and it's not only new skills; it's skills that they need to be. So not only all the skills; it's about how we approach these skills and the way we have to empower them to do so. Yeah. So let's go through the presentation. Let's see if we can, because we had some pictures of the students doing so, and that was interesting, yeah, for us. Let's try and see. First of all, as we are going to talk about learning and innovation skills, we are going to talk about media literacy skills, yeah, and we are going to talk about career and life skills, yeah. As for learning and innovation skills, we must help students develop creativity, critical thinking, communication, among many others. We can train them to communicate in different contexts, in different environments. Here, for example, you can see people communicating. Yeah, you can see students communicating in a third grade class, and they are presenting something. So that's about it. Yeah, we have to train them in different languages, in different environments, with different purposes. Yeah. Peter, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I think I was talking that we have to train the students to be able to communicate in different contexts. These are your students in first grade, aren't they?
Yes, they are my students. And they were doing a big project about water. And you know what, Montse?
Wow.
I was looking at them thinking, wow, guys, when I was a student, I haven't done this till I was at university. Amazing. And there they are, working in teams and doing big things together.
Yeah, that's right, Peter. You younger generations weren't much used to do so and at the schools. And then we have our kids ready to do so. We just have to provide them the occasions. We also have to train them to assume different roles and be effective, efficient, and responsible when working in teams. We have to help them create solutions, think of other perspectives, other possibilities upon which to build ideas, and also learn from failure as an opportunity. You see in this picture, there's a girl having panic attacks when it's time to communicate in front of the class. And there she is, recording herself in front of a machine. Communicating is something she will need in the future. Someday in her life, she will need to communicate people, who she is, what she's doing, and it's at a school where everything starts. So definitely we need problem solvers, yeah? We need thinkers, we need generators, yeah? We need all these people to establish learning and innovation skills. You see here people, students designing with robotics, and here's a picture we like, the student raising her hand. It's an image to show that we can not throw students into the never-ending wall of internet. We must be their guides. The role of educators is about taking the students' hands. And what about virtual reality and all the possibilities it's offering? Think about it. Concerning digital literacy skills, we have to look at media literacy, communication technology literacy, and information literacy. Students need to get comfortable with information of all sources. They need to get comfortable managing, analyzing, organizing, creating, sharing, and evaluating information. And lastly, and very, very important, career and life skills are needed to make valuable people and responsible professionals for the future society. Students need to develop flexibility, adaptability, initiative, and important abilities such as social interaction or even responsibility. And hey people, this is not easy. We have to train the students for that, and also parents. We have to engage them into a new concept of learning. Peter, you also had something to say about it, didn't you?
Yes, look, there was this woman, mother of one of my students, saying students seems to be forgetting about content and doing all the time project with groups connected with Chromebooks. So the key is to make parents aware that we are shifting the complete environment, but it doesn't mean that students are not learning. Hey, they are learning just in a different way.
Yeah, that's true. We must think we need helpful, flexible, responsible citizens. Ready? All of them for social and also cross-cultural interaction. The thing is to allow them to have opportunities. We want a world where everyone finds his or her path. So technology helps, but don't forget the special ingredient. Learning is a big process that has to embrace all the elements involved. At this moment, I'd like to project a couple of quotes. One by worldwide known Sir Ken Robinson, who on one occasion said, "Learning happens in the minds and souls, not in the databases of multiple choice tests." That's really interesting. Learning can be awesome, and when we engage and empower students, the results are amazing. The other quote I wanted to highlight today was by Mrs. Eva Bach, educator and emotional education coach, who once said, "Success is about taking the essence of what you're working with and creating a fusion of all the elements involved. It's the who, it's the what, it's the how." For us, the who is everybody, yeah, the educators, the students, the community, parents. The what is what the tools are we having to help them. And the how is all the models we now have to empower students and help them foster these 21st century skills. Yeah, let's take advantage of different ways of working in classrooms in order to lead the change.
Montse, let's leave skills now and let's go to how. How can we enroll in such a process?
Well, the process is the result of a combination of all the elements involved, yeah? As for teachers, we need to build networks that help collaborate and learn together. Learning environments are also changing and important. The community is essential. It's a shared responsibility. And obviously, a solid school project. Educators need to take part in experiential, collaborative programs that engage them to design projects. Projects connected to other teachers, to other students, and to the community. Look, here you have a picture of a DevFest meeting, which is carried out every year by Google developers in Spain. Hey, you know, these guys are really carrying out a great task, encouraging teachers. And what they are doing is gathering together educators, students, technology developers, always with the same aim, aiming at improving students' education and students' results. I also wanted, for example, this is another meeting carried out in social networks. So technology is also helping in this sense. This one in our country, which is carried on Twitter every Tuesday, and that helps teachers engage and connect and learn from one another. So there's also a shift in roles, and we need for this shift flexible environment. And this includes many elements: the school, the physical buildings, the classroom design, the activities, the scheduling, everything that's involved. And finally, we must think of a school project. It needs to fit the demands and needs of this new society. Our priorities when designing projects need to adapt to what's happening and what is going to happen. Don't forget that when we give them knowledge, we empower students with the skills, and when we build up their character, we do have the 21st century learner, and everything starts in class.
Yes, Monse, it's fascinating. Sorry to interrupt, but we have many interesting questions, and there is something I want to highlight before. What about students? Are they really improving?
Oh, definitely. Students, we could say many things, yes, about the results, but we don't have time, and we just want to give a hint about it. First of all, students become more skillful, more resilient, and they become eager learners with a passion to learn and engage in the community. Obviously, we do have results about improvements on subjects or on specific skills, such as spelling or mathematics. But I'd like to highlight that when we empower them, our students get more motivated, more engaged, and with better results. And what's more important, they get a passion to make a contribution to society. And for us, this is really important. And this is really what matters, We want students having a contribution, and making, obviously, a contribution. So, as I said before, that has been in a few slides and in a few minutes, but what I wanted to tell you, what I wanted to show, is that technology can be an ally, an ally to empower students to foster 21st century skills. And there we are, we do have this responsibility.
Thanks, Monse. We would like to ask Alex, Google Education, and part of the process. How have Chromebooks changed your role in the class?
Yes, I consider, thanks to Google technological resource, our students are now content creators and owners of their own learning. Teachers and G Suite for Education are now the scaffolding for their knowledge. It is when students express their thoughts and show their creations that teachers can guide them. Both students and teachers have become assessors of the process learning.
Thanks, Alex. You know, I really like your concept of saying scaffolders of content. Yeah, that's great. I have another question for you, but we're running out of time because I know I've been delaying for that.
Of course, yeah.
So if it's just one word or a sentence you could summarize. I have another question. Yeah, I've been highlighting the use of Chromebooks and the use of technology as an educational means, which to me is essential. Yeah, it's an educational objective. But in the year 2015, I read that 4.4 million Chromebooks were sold, yeah, for K-12 education. I know that they are low cost, that they have many possibilities, but why do Chromebooks are so attractive to educators all over the world? Can you summarize it very briefly, Alex?
Yeah, well, Google, I think Google and Vedruna Catalunya know that the trust is earned through protecting teacher and student privacy and providing airtight security measures. For example, with G Suite core services contain no advertising and don't use student data for advertising purpose. We are safe for the students and teachers' data, I think.
Oh, yeah. I think one thing is very important, which we haven't been talking about it today, and it's security policies. Yeah, our students, we also need to take their hand. As I said before, we cannot throw them into this never-ending, yeah, unlimited wall of internet.
It's a closed environment. It's
like
easy for us.
Yeah, don't forget it.
Montse, we have a lot of questions that we are going to answer later, but there is one I would like to express. Mr. Vingas asks, according to your speech, which 3 languages must be taught at schools?
Well, which 3 languages must be taught? You know, I'm a language teacher, so let me think about the answer. No, I could think about languages most spoken nowadays. I could be thinking about the future, about new economic world power countries. But according to my speech and what I have been saying, I should say that maybe forget about languages and just give students the tools to get resources at the time of speak a foreign language. Yeah. The other day I read the article about this Google translation. So let's foster them with the resources that they will require.
We have another question from Oscar Seguron from TextHelp. Developers of programs such as Fluency Tutor or Read and Write. He has seen a picture during the course of the presentation and is asking what improvements have we seen in students with such programs?
Oh, Oscar, hello. So glad that you're listening. You're hearing also us today. Yeah, thank you. Well, as I said, there's one thing I want to highlight, better than improvement. Different students learn in a different way. Different students means different abilities. So let's develop that. And I'm going to make a call here for technology developers when they are thinking of programs, of apps, of add-ons, think that the classroom is a representation of the society and that different students learn differently. Yeah? So I showed that gal recording herself. Maybe she cannot do that in front of a classroom. She cannot do that in front of a big audience. So she needs the computer and the screen. And when she gets ready for it, she will be ready for the classroom later on.
Of course. And yet I have selected one more question by Mrs. Elena Ojando from Universitat Blanquerna in Barcelona. She's asking how models such as Flipped Classroom are helping.
Oh, Elena, hello again. Also very happy that you're hearing us today, yeah? Elena Ojando is one of the professors at Blanquerna University, and she's had a leading role in developing Flipped Classroom and has a passion on it. Well, I should say very quickly that Flipped Classroom, the Flipped model, is a win-win relationship for both teachers, educators, and the students. When the students prepare their lessons at home, the lectures at home, they go to the class with a sense of less frustration with their work, yeah? They feel more comfortable as they can ask questions at home and they get targeted answers. And a couple of things were important with the Flip model, yeah, I should like to highlight. One is that the time in class becomes more useful. You can get deeper into what you are interested in the class with the dialogue with the students. And another thing, you can address, you can target each student's ability.
Montse, we have more questions, but I think we don't have more time live.
I will answer, I promise now later. Yeah, thanks to the technology, we'll be able to answer everything. and we'll try and help you with anything you can have. Well, before ending, I would like to thank you. Thank also, let me do it, to all the students who are today also connected, sharing the session. And I'd like to say a couple of things. One is that innovating, discussing about education, improving is a shared responsibility. And if there is one field in which technology can really make a contribution, that is education. And another thing, I started my speech today, which was inspired at the day at the airport. So many machines, no humans. I don't expect to see my students scanning passports or making facial recognitions at airports. But I do want them to leave our schools becoming happy people, responsible citizens, and qualified professionals. And everything starts in the classroom.
Montse, to help you and summarize, here we have a couple of videos that you can look at later if you want, but we have turned them into gifts for you. The first one expresses how our students work with Chromebooks, and the second one, how to encourage others to change.
Oh yeah, I know. We included the video, so have a look at it at home while you're on your sofas. But as Peter said, yeah, we turned them into a gift. I'm going to try and show you, yeah. One of the videos, yeah, won a contest. I don't know if you can see them, yeah. Won a contest in the Apps Awards a couple of years ago. And this is really interesting, yeah, for the students. And here we do have the gift, as you said, yeah. Students say they have fun while learning, they work, they collaborate, they help, they bring their ideas into reality, they get connected to each other and to the world. And there we have this, yeah, this old teacher, yeah, that's typical in many classrooms. And there's this team of students knocking at the door and saying, hey teacher, there you are, let's make change happen. We do have the tools and you should enroll the process. So we end our presentation today thanking you again and inviting you to change, to listen to the students and to empower them for 21st century learning and 21st century skills. Thank you very much from Vedruna, Catalunya.